I'm Missy, and I'm Kelsey's maid of honor. And I wanted to thank the Potses, are you a Potses member? Alan and Donna, wherever you are, for this amazing night. And thank you, Di and Jerry, tomorrow in advance, for I know it's going to be awesome. Kelsey and I met in first grade at Briarwood. We were both in the same class, and our moms have banded together to get our first grade teacher fired. So thank you for that. Otherwise, we may not have been friends. Over the past almost 22 years of friendship, which is crazy, we've pretty much been inseparable. We both went to Briarwood, Mission Valley, which is no longer there, Shawnee Mission East, and KU. Neither of us are only children, but I'm the only girl and the youngest in my family, and Kelsey is definitely the youngest in her family. And we've considered each other sisters for as long as I can remember. I call her my sister by choice. What I love the most about Kelsey is her brutal honesty, which kind of translates into her hilarious sense of humor. It consists of self-deprecating jokes and telling stories about how she raised herself. I think she said she was 5 years old and flipping grilled chicken on the grill while Di and Jerry had scotches in the living room. So that's a little peek into her years growing up. But while she can be blunt at times, she also has a softer, more tender side. I remember in college, I called her at 3 in the morning, I was bawling, and she told me to come down to her house on Tennessee. We lived 6 houses apart, so don't worry, I wasn't running across Lawrence at 3 in the morning. And she consoled me, and then the same thing happened a few years later. She called me crying, and we went to XWA. I won't reveal the details of that conversation, but I told her things would look up, and then a few weeks later, WIT 2.0 happened, which brings me to the stages of Kelsey and WIT. When they first met, we call this WIT 1.0. Kelsey had only been in Dallas a short time, and she wasn't looking for anything serious. She was like 23, 24. I think her motto was single and ready for a Pringle. She said this a lot. I mean, I've had maybe 30 to 40 years. I heard that. And I wasn't even in Dallas. So they decided to go their separate ways, but in the back of my mind, I always thought their love story wasn't quite over. So then a year and a half went by, a lot of weird stuff happened. And then, it's 2.0, and I could not be more thrilled. Now, to back up a little, when I first heard about this White character, I was a little skeptical. I mean, he's pretty old. He's only 1 month younger than my oldest brother, so he's pretty old. But my mind changed instantly when I saw them together for the first time. I think we were at Abby Blick's wedding here, and Carol and I were sitting by each other at the wedding, and we noticed that Whit could not keep his eyes or his hands off of Kelsey. And he just fit in with us really well. Considering we are 5 years younger, I think that's kind of your maturity level. And it was just obvious at that moment that he adored her. And the fact that he put up with all of us that weekend and now for the rest of your life, it's pretty amazing. So from the very beginning, they've had an amazing chemistry and the ability to make each other laugh, and they're always just kind of in their own little world, which is really sweet. Kelsey and I stay in contact pretty much all waking hours of the day. We're texting or G-chatting, or sometimes we actually get face-to-face conversation in, which is great. I say this because I remember this text message really well that she sent me probably like a year or 2 ago. I don't remember what it was in response to or what her dilemma was, but she goes, "Missy, is this what love is? Wishing someone else's happiness over my own." And just like that, I knew it was the real deal. I knew Whit was here to stay. So I wanted to read a little poem that I found a few years ago. It's called Always, and it's just, "You were you, and I was I. We were two before our time. I was yours before I knew, and you have always been mine too." Now this could probably apply to me and Kelsey, but I think it really encapsulates Kelsey and Whit to a T. Because what's so strange and exciting about their love story is that it's kind of been written in the stars from the very beginning. They kind of lived parallel lives. They both went to East and earned Greek life at KU in houses right next to each other. They moved to Dallas after they graduated, and their parents are really great friends, which is kind of weird. They had a Euro trip planned before WIT 2.0 happened. I think it was after 1.0. And they also live really close. They live off 83rd Street, just a couple of streets away. And as Kelsey said, moments after Whit proposed to her, when they were taking a walk with Casey, my life is just a bubble revolving around 83rd Street. It's true. So to wrap things up, I wanted to toast my best friend and my sister by choice and her amazing soon-to-be husband. I'm so happy for both of you, and I'm so blessed to be able to share this amazing day with you.